Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I really appreciate my time with you. And you know what? He's wearing a shirt. Kyle, Chris, Straight Line Media, the best in the business. Make sure you're hiring Kyle if you need any video work. He's that kind of good. Couple it together with this guy, and you just got to watch the magic happen on PDRA Racing on Facebook. So go and like that too. You got Drag Illustrated question from Nate Van Wagenen. Did you like the cheesesteak, number one, and number two? When are you coming back, and when are we going to see you at a PDRA Racing event?
Okay, so the cheesesteak was good from Sophie's. First time there. We've lived here for 5 years and finally found a good cheesesteak place. That was fantastic. But I will be back. Planning, I'm not going to tell you when, but it'll be sometime this season. I'm just waiting to sort out some things here on the home front, but I will be back very, very soon.
Back very, very soon, but you know, this guy could show up and then he'll disappear. But if he does, that's a good thing, right? Give them the update on that, Jay.
Oh, okay, so you're talking in terms of what I might be doing this season as opposed to last season.
Yes, and also if it abruptly changes where the plan changes, we all think we know what's going to happen, right? And then the doc's going to call and then something's going to happen, so give them an update.
Okay, so for those who don't know, I am battling stage 4 colorectal cancer, so that's not a fantastic thing for anyone. However, as you can see, I'm not dying. I'm not dying anytime soon. So I'm going to be back. My role will probably shift a little bit from last year. Last year I was doing a lot of shooting photography on the side of the track. I'll probably move maybe more into the tower, do a little bit more coordination than some of the actual photography work. Some of this is all fluid. We don't really know. You know, it depends on what I can handle, what my body can handle, how long I can stand out there, so on and so forth. But I'm pretty confident, given the fact that I'm still doing things like working on this heap of stuff in the background here. I went snowboarding several times this winter. I'm confident that I'm going to be able to come back and feel pretty good doing it. So.
Yeah, and everyone is nervous, right? Because they don't know how to take you, right? They're looking you up and down. They're looking for some obvious signs of sickness. But I'll tell you, every time I come here, the guy eats like a maniac. When we go out for cheesesteaks, man, he's sucking it down, and you know, he's looking good, and you know, he's totally there. He's just with it. He's excited about it, and I think the excitement for him is more towards life. You know what I mean? And not focusing on the negative, Jay. You are just powering through as if it's not even happening. The guy I pull up this morning, he's working on the car. He's changing oil. He's putting tires on, taking tires off. Endless energy, and that's a wonderful thing when you see that, man.
It's not always endless. I'm getting older, but it's definitely much better than I think I should probably expect at this point. But I feel great. I feel great, and as long as I feel great, I'm going to continue to do the things that make me happy, right? And some of that is working on this. Some of that is shooting photos of PDRA, which is something I'm very much looking forward to getting back to doing.
Yeah, and you did a great job for Galat, man. There were a lot of fans in the stands, you know, and a lot of this guy's work happens way before the event and continues way after the event. And so to look up in the stands on the starting line or anywhere when I was there this past weekend, it was fantastic to see that kind of crowd. And kudos to you and, you know, Tyler and the whole team at the PDRA for doing such a fantastic job, Jay.
It really is a team effort. It certainly is not all me. Tyler and I talk just about every day. Sometimes 6 in the morning, sometimes 11 at night, sometimes all day, all of those times. Just developing different strategies to try to help our racers and our sponsors get more exposure, find more fans, find new fans, bring old fans back, that sort of thing. So a lot of the work that I'm doing behind the scenes is to help drive that. And you can see from the photos and the video footage from Galat, the stands were full, plenty of people there. And the feedback that we received after the fact, you know, the messages that come into the PDRA Facebook page, all those sorts of things, the feedback that we got from the fans and people like Scott after the fact was that it was a fantastic event. We just want to continue that momentum into Bowling Green, which is next week and beyond, and that's the plan. We're continuing to work. We're already advertising several tracks out, several events out from where we are. We're already trying to make the people in those areas aware that we're coming to town, even if it's 2 or 3 months out.
Yeah, and so if you need help with that, make sure you're reaching out to Jason, and I'm sure he could assist you in any possible way. But Jay, some recent news, man. The changing of hands in Maple Grove. We were talking about that about 5 minutes ago. From your standpoint, you've been doing this way longer than I, and you have so much more expertise than I. Give us a little bit of your feelings on that.
Expertise is a relative word. That's the first feeling I'll give you on that. But as someone who is a lifelong resident of the Philadelphia area, Maple Grove should theoretically be my home track. It is 50 miles from here. It's a world-class facility. And in years past, for whatever reason, they didn't get the draw that I think they should have based on the number of people that are in this area that are motorsports fans. The motorsports events, the cars and coffees, all those things draw tons of people, but the people don't go to the track. I don't know why. I'm hopeful, very hopeful, that the Kratzky family is going to take over, bring in some experts to help them use their expertise as lifelong racers to bring that track to what it should be as the crown jewel track of the Northeast at this point.
Yeah, in the greater Philadelphia area. So hey, if you're living in this area, make sure you visit PDRA660.com because they're swinging through there later on this year, and you need to be there. Jay, what else do you have for us? Talk to me about anything. We're going to open it up to you to finish up this interview. And, hey, thank you very much for your time. But now it's the time for you to just pick anything out of the air and say it.
Sure. So the first thing, I mentioned that I have cancer, and it's very important to me to get this message out to people. I'm 48 years old and I'm battling stage 4 cancer because I didn't go to the doctor soon enough. And I think that many people, colorectal cancer actually is going to be the #1 cancer killer of people in this age bracket by 2030. So my overarching message is, we can curse on this thing, right? Go to the fucking doctor. If not, you'll have to go to the doctor. There you go. Now you get 2 choices of that. But in reality, it's very important that you go to the doctor, get your colonoscopy if you're 45 years or older. If it runs in your family, you should be going probably at 30. Otherwise, I'm here. I'm ready to continue seeing this fantastic PDRA season on. We had some great, incredible performances at Galat. You had Melanie Salemi setting the record in Pro Boost. What do we have, 17, 18 Extreme Pro Stock cars?
Yep.
That's fantastic, right? We are off on the right foot despite some of the challenges that motorsports in general faces from the government and other entities that are whatever. Anyway, that's what I got to say. We are excited about this season. I'm excited about coming back to racing. I'm glad that Scott came here to visit me today. The cheesesteak was good, wasn't it?
The cheesesteak was awesome, man. And you need to get off of your butts and come and visit with Jay and have a cheesesteak with him. He knows all the good places in town. And Jay, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
And he's excited, and we are excited to see him back at the PDRA. PDRA660.com. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting Jay, all right? We appreciate it.
Thank you for the support.
Bottom line, pictures are very important. In the end, that's all you have left. Supporting your photographers, supporting your videographers, the people who cover your races, it's an important thing.